They want an early game hero. They need an early game hero that can deal with all
what
the
about a
lane.
pudge? Let's get pudge in.
That's wave. Yeah, that's definitely just still takes a long time. You know, you want to get your Desto, you want to get your your BKB or your. I think Ace actually goes for the Vlad's first item into the Desolator most of the times we've seen him play it, so he'll probably do similar. I mean, it is a little hard because you know Era's gonna be level 6 pretty soon, but I think it's whenever this Timbersaw rotates out of lane, he just puts the pressure on. But he's a
sir. He just walks in, gets mana leaked up, sits in the safety of his cogs, but...
Now there's a port out from Hesta Joe. They're going to put the pressure on Yapso.
Absolutely.
He's going to die.
He's got no more mana. He's trying to crawl his way through the trees, but first blood goes to our Nature's Prophet. They might be able to find Trixie as well. He's got 5 charges on his wand and has his time walk, but they've got the mana leak here. He has to sit still. He has to be patient. There is no Sprout available, but Trixie looks to be fighting this one out. There's going to be a blink forward from Ace. A couple more hits should do it, but Yapso respawns, heads back in, wants to find the kill onto Hesta Joe. Looking for the cogs on him. We'll just try to burn up his mana. Looks like Yapso will have to retreat. Faceless Void moving forward, does have the time walk, can use it aggressively.
Looking for the Sunstrike. I saw him kind of idling around the bottom lane.
There we go. You read very well and know very well, because it seems like Broodmother is just not picked, and you see what kind of power it can bring to the mid lane. Oh, down block from Noya. That cold snap doing some work. There's going to be the cogs. The Ogre is now trapped in, just trying to survive, trying to beat someone down, trying to get something there. Meanwhile, Hesta Joe will go for the trade, takes out the Invoker, most likely going to lose his own life here. Yapsor with that battery assault going to get spouted up. One more hit, but he does have his wand. Still goes down in the end. Now Cinder in some serious trouble as Ace has made his way back down. It's going to be a triple kill for the Prophet as the trees do his 34. Nowhere near that chaotic offering, and now he's taking a ton of damage. Hesta Joe gobbling his way through the trees. There's going to be a TP in from the Timbersaw. He's going to be clearing out the map, looking for all those trees. Now Nature's Prophet, he's still going in. Nice dagger is going to connect, and that Invoker is back.
Yeah, Era actually ends up canceling his TP. I think it's hard for him to really move anyway, because they'll just take a tower if he does that. But Baby Knight, anyway, he moves toward the top lane since Ace made the rotation, and he's ends up pressuring that a bit.
Yeah, he's been going. He made this little web path through so he can go ahead and take some Ancients for himself. Now, mid lane, we are going to have a rotation in. Nature's Prophet again with the global presence going in onto Era. They get the stun. He's also mana burned and will not live the Timber Chain across the river, so really nice rotations.
Throws a wrench in your whole thing. You know, you're forced to put this Invoker safe lane. Invoker has 21 CS. He's only level 6.
Yapsor is going to get started up. Hesta Joe on this Prophet.
Making the plays.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Is today the day the Prophet comes back from the dead?
This poor lad just doesn't know what to do. He's just like, I guess I got a jungle, guys.
I mean,
like, I don't even know what's going on.
He just hits his level 6, 8.5 minutes into the game. That is not an ideal timing for Invoker. Meanwhile, your Broodmother who's crawling around, she's level 9 already. Mid lane, Yapsor is going to get stuck up. There is going to be that Fire Blast to hold him in place. Look how quickly those spiders just turn his insides to goop. Oh, speaking of Gank Squad, they're moving in. They're smoked up. Yapsor, even without that hook shot, he can look to try to scout things out. There is going to be the Void jumping in, gets the Chrono off onto the Prophet. That'd be a great hero to take down. Meanwhile, in the back lines, Noya fighting for his life, just walking away, walks straight into the Chakram. Looks like Noya will bite off more than he can chew, tries to get the Notch neutrals, but will go down to the Timber Chain.
I think that's good, you know,
Space, drawing that aggression while the rest of his team's able to push in. Trixie, rotating through the jungle, may not like this so much. The Courier.
Here comes the Brood.
Yeah, it's giving him an opportunity to go forward. There's the Brood. The time dilation comes out, but it's not really scaring anyone too much. Trixie's got to watch his step. He's going to get stunned up from the Mana League, and he's got nothing else to his name. Meanwhile, Clockwerk falls. This is just a bloodbath.
They can't just let Imperial play their game style like this.
The super deep ward from the dire side is going to scout out all these TP rotations in. Broodmother is still going to get Chrono. It's a Sunstrike on top of her, and the Meatball. She's in some serious trouble. Baby Knight is able to pop the ult, but not enough lifesteal to get her through that. Now, that's just a question mark. Hits himself onto the cliff. Well, he's going to need to just chill there for a little bit. He doesn't have mana for a TP.
Baby Knight's going to go back in. On bottom lane, we do see a rock dropped out. There's 3 people Fatal bonded, but there's nothing really they can do to chase up. Era's trying, but misses the Timber Chain.
Yeah, that's a really big cooldown from the Warlock. Now Cinderin's fresh out of mana. This Golem is just going to be bopping up creeps. Sunstrike comes in and will be able to finish off the Prophet. Very well played by the Invoker. And so PA can just relax, farm up some items, and now it looks like a Roche attempt coming in, and Imperial should be able to snag that one up without any trouble.
It really is the dream PA game. Like, they don't have anything that really counters a PA in any way. Yeah, and if he finds like any of these support heroes isolated, he can just throw them down.
Speaking of isolated, PA is going to be all alone. There's going to be some TP rotations in, but look at her burst. She's going to melt down. That is only going to be the Aegis. Now the rest of Imperial, they're on the...
Are definitely adhering to it. They need to do it.
Smoke up.
Baby Knight walks into a sentry. breaks the smoke. Koifa now though getting burst down. Nice hook from Yapstar, actually isolating Baby Knight.
Yeah, the cogs are coming in. Baby Knight's just sitting there. Nice rock drop. This spider's getting low. He's gonna try to pop the ult and get through this, but that is not gonna be enough. The hunger is not. He didn't go for Midas here, so he's not gonna be balling out of control, but I do like the Orchid pick.
I think
Era, he's in some trouble here. He's gonna get stunned. He's mana leaked up as well. There's not much he can do. He can toss out a chakram. He's gonna get silenced up. The Orchid doing all the work in the world. There's gonna be a double man chrono though. Sunstrike to come in. They're trying to get down this PA, but PA can turn again. Has the flats. The lifesteal's gonna be there. And look at the spider just coming in. Rock is dropped. Everyone's getting low, but Ace and the spider BK beat up. Baby Knight's hunting for more. There's gonna be a dagger connecting up to Quake, but they've got the slow. Baby Knight stops to, or rather, there's a Midas to stop and go, and that's just gonna be the Invoker falling down. He Midas this before he dies to try to get the most out of his gold, but he knows he's down there. And there's going to be a TP in from Era, one of the lone survivors on his team, to try to clean up here. Noya getting low. There's going to be the Thorn Spirits doing work. They will get a kill. Yapsor able to go and at least get something for escape. It's still not a great team fight for them. In fact, Yapsor might be in some trouble here. The spider's coming in. They will be able to run away. Era.
The lanes are pretty pushed in. He doesn't want to put himself in such a deep perspective.
TP in and a Sprout. Looks like they're not going to be able to find the Warlock. There they go. They are able to cross back through, and Baby Knight just crawling across the ravine. TP's in from escape, though. They want to fight this. They're not going to let this go without a struggle there. Trixie, he doesn't have his chrono. He's walking aggressively as if he does. And now Baby Knight going and getting a lot of vision, dropping onto Cinder, and look at Cinder and go down. That's through a Shadow Word as well. There's going to be a silence up. The Void cannot time walk away. Can they keep him locked down, though? Silence is going to end at some point. The dagger comes in, and one more munch. Baby Knight's back on a killing spree. This is getting belly on.
Yeah, great pressure from the Fear and Ogre in the laning phase led to this loss of control of their jungle, and it's just a ward battle in this top secret shop area.
They're going in. Has to Joe's in some trouble. Will fall as Invoker burns him down with a meatball. Timbersaw just
ganks. When Escape gets these ganks without having to expend an ultimate, it's massive for them.
Oh, speaking of ganks, they're going to be going in. Smoke pops. Looks like Ogre caught out in the zone again, making space for the rest of his team. He's going to be going down. Is able to spray out and ignite before he goes. Will there be some follow-up here? Imperial thinking about bringing the Broodmother into this. And there's going to be Ace going in, possibly BKB, but it's going to be trapped in the Chronos. That BKB is effectively burned. Takes a little bit of damage there from the Sunstrike. Dagger connects, and the bash onto the Warlock. Look at the currents coming out of Ace right now. Continuing to move forward. The dagger goes in onto the Void. Trixie, you can't time walk that one away. Going to be slowed down, and Ace continuing to blink on in. They get the Orchid off, and that's going to be a dead Void. Chakram slowing down Ace. Ace is getting low. Is able to blink back to some allies.
Yeah, Era almost wards, and now...
Oh yeah, Yapsor. Thinking about this, there's going to be pings out. Imperial know what's going on. Escape, they're going to be going. Rocket Flare flying through, but that is not quick enough to stop the Roche. Another Aegis onto the Pentake of fight. They've got the damage. The PA, like you mentioned, is almost slotted.
Ooh, Trixie,
they're going to be going in. Trixie, after his long walk, is going to be cleaned up. That is the most tragic end.
5-man chrono. And then
another smoke coming in. Looks like Ogre's going to pop it out. Noya just splashing out the ignite. Hey guys. No, aggro the creeps. Now he's going to get hookshot on. Is going to be stuck, but again, losing an Ogre, that is A-okay if it sets up for a great fight for the rest of your team. Trixie goes in, is able to land a chrono onto 2, wanting to focus on the Keeper of the Light. Sunstrike comes in. They are able to clean up both, but now here we go. Here's the core, and they're angry. They want to get revenge for their cute little supports. Yapsor tries to TP out, will not be successful. Going to get silenced up. Army of spiders coming at you. Has to Joe. Can't actually catch up to this, but Ace, he sure can. Going to be tossing out a dagger. There's the blink, and that's going to be a dead Clockwerk. He's hiding behind these trees, but cannot find any sanctuary. That's going to be 3 dead. Clean up the enemy cores and not really feel that scared by it is great, because all the spells have already been dropped from Escape. Now here we go.
Oh, he's just going in.
Ace is fine. Ace does not have his Aegis anymore. He's going to be sitting on the chakram, taking some damage. He does have the flash. He's going to pop his BKB and going to get down to the low ground safe.
Lines too, but
Ace sitting in the trees here. Ace is saving up a ton of money. Are we in rapier territory now?
No, he wouldn't.
All right, top lane. There's going to be a stun on the Invoker. He is not getting out of there alive. TP in from Ace. They're just going to clean this up, and I think they've been performing so well in the last couple of weeks. Escape had a really nice showing this morning, but unfortunately they dropped down. Now Aegis on the ground. He got some nice yummy cheese as well. Creeps there. Timber chain back on through. So Era's just sitting back. He's getting burned down. Noya going forward. There is going to be a Chronosphere. They got the PA under, but look at this Void. He can't do anything. Nice chaotic offering, though. Ace might be in a little bit of trouble. Pops the BKB, but just a blink forward there. Unloading onto the Warlock, and it's looking like Imperial are just too strong to bring down here. Mana League's going to stun up this Timbersaw. Ace reinitiating here. Timber Chain away. Will save Era's life temporarily, but has to Joe. Just goes in. They land a Sprout into the fountain. This is when Imperial are just asserting their dominance over Escape's territory. A full lane of racks now goes down. Era, he's getting low. His mana's being burned. He's just trying to make it to his fountain alive. Meanwhile, the small building's starting to go, and now Imperial rotating in for the mid lane. They've got the trance, gonna get cleaned up by the tornado. Boykva, he's doing whatever he can to try to mount some sort of team fight, but the rest of his team just isn't alive. There's no buybacks left online. And now reinitiation from Ace going in onto the... It's not looking good. There's the GG called out. Imperial just with a very cheeky strat, the Brood and the Prophet, but oh boy does it pay off.
Yeah, that was, I mean, it was kind of cookie cutter, like, from the lineup that we saw, you know, that if they have the lanes go their way, which, I mean, it's kind of like a 99% chance that they will, because